What's up, guys? Welcome back to Maverick's Point of View. So, we got an update for y'all. Okay, I know things have been going crazy. I've been talking about things going crazy for a little bit, about some spooky things happening. We're seeing bombings in Iran and all these things happening. But I want you to see, from my perspective, why I just look at the charts. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the charts, you can kind of see the future. Anyway, getting straight into the meat and potatoes, because I don't want to make this video long at all. I actually want to be very short because we really just got to catch up. So I'm gonna start out with silver and I'm going to gold. So looking at silver first, as you guys seen, we got this. The top move is what we're looking at now. We've now crossed into new territory. Buyers are about to lock in. Literally, this is the 12 hour. I'll give it the day. So this is how the day looks. By the end of today, which it's Sunday, the 1st of March at 6:33. So by 5 o'clock on Monday, this should be confirmed, and we should have this lock in confirmed to go upward and follow this move. This is what I'm looking for right now. Unless this drastically fails here and sellers take over and prevent this lock in. But as long as this candle stays above this by the end of the day, this is the move we're looking at. And it's most likely going to happen because of all the craziness. Right. And you really realize how they keep the charts in tune with what's going on around the world. If you're looking, like I said, at the news and everything else that's going around, the Iranian war, all the chaos that's happening, it's just kind of following and propping up these assets. And I'm not going to get into a long, deep hole, rabbit hole spiel, but if you're paying attention, you'll start to see how the charts align with what's going on in the world, and you can kind of like gauge and see the things that are going to happen before they happen in the real world just by looking at the charts. Like I knew something was gonna happen. I didn't know they were gonna bomb anything because I don't pay attention to news, but I knew something big was gonna happen just because of the way the charts were moving. If you look at gold, which we're gonna get into right now. So yeah, quick recap. Silver, this is the move we're looking for now. Wait till the end of the day. I might even do another one. If this stops here, I'll do another video. And if it doesn't, we'll leave it like that and y'all be good. So yeah, going to gold now. And I'm talking fast because I'm about to go out with my wife. So I wanted to just give y'all this heat real quick. This is what I'm really excited about, though. Check it out. Gold, baby. Gold is giving out some gold. I'm putting on the 12 hour just to kind of show y'all the moves a little bit better. It doesn't really matter. So, just as I said before last week in my last video for gold, this top move, it actually happened on gold last week, so we didn't have to wait like we do for silver. But it came up, bounced, and now it's doing this. So as you can see, it came up, bounced, now it's doing this. So sellers locked in above this level that they were stopped at before. I'm sorry, buyers, excuse me, locked in above this level that they were stopped at before. So right here they were stopped. Right here they locked in above. They super locked in here. So as you see, we can just keep going above. Then they took some profits. Sellers got a little bit of a reprieve, and then it's just taking it to the moon. So this week, today, this is the new candle for the new week, new month. So, matter of fact, I'll show y'all the monthly of gold in a minute. But what I want you to really pay attention to is this is what I had on my other computer. Right. I keep this markup specifically for y'all, so it could just be the benchmark. So, yeah. But I'm just trying to make sure my face doesn't block it so y'all can see. So, yeah, we locked in. This move went perfectly. Great execution, whether you bought it when it first jumped up and locked in or you bought it off the bounce, whatever the case may be. Sellers tried, they failed, and now buyers are taking over. And then by the end of last week, so on Friday, this happened and buyers secured and locked in again. So that's why I knew this week was going to be positive going into the next week, and I didn't make another video or emergency video about gold going back down because the likelihood of that was none. Then I look and see all the bombing, and just like everybody else, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Whenever some war happens and things go on, the world gets scared and they start loading into secure, stable assets because we don't really know what's going to happen with any of the economy. And it's about to go topsy turvy. War talk always makes assets go topsy turvy just because everybody's trying to move and keep their money safe so they can do what they need to do and relocate, whatever they might be. But the point is, people are trying to secure themselves. Fear is rampant right now. So when fear is rampant, assets like gold, which has been excellent over the lifetime, start to get loaded up on, and they help us protect our assets. They help us protect our wealth preservation. That's the main thing gold is for, is wealth preservation against inflation. I know I'm talking some big words, so people might not understand that. I guess the simplified is, instead of leaving your money in a bank and leaving it in US dollars, which is going down, you're parking your money in gold, which is going up. And it's never you're never seeing any inflation on gold. You're seeing inflation on the US dollar, but gold's really just staying where it's at, right? So it's steadily increasing because the dollar's steadily going down. And when we see things like this, you know what I'm saying? So this is why we have this bounce, because the US dollar is going down and gold is now steadily increasing. Gold is on the rise. People are going to start stacking up on gold because of the war talks and everything going on with that. So, whew, that was a mouthful. But I wanted to get all that jumbo out just to say right now we're looking for gold to exponentially increase. I definitely see it going to pass this high, probably based on what's going on, and what it looks like is they're forcing appreciation of assets. Like I keep saying, they're forcing the markets to go up. So I see it passing this level. There might be some resistance, but that's why I have this move. This is where I'm taking it. Now, I actually fixed this arrow just a little bit because what I'm going to do is, boom. Uh, yeah, it'll be fine. Well, I'll do it on the daily, right? Boom. So this was a previous level, as you guys know, where sellers took over. Buyers tried really hard, sellers took over. So they really locked in a new high, but sellers still took over and pushed the market back down. So when it gets here, there might be some fugazi, a little bit of wish-washy. We'll see that would, if you're a speculative trader, or someone who doesn't really know how to hold trades or isn't ready prepared to hold trades, you'd probably want to exit here at this 54.18 level, somewhere around there. If the day doesn't go above that, if the day doesn't lock itself above that, there might be a crazy drop here, or if we can get above, there'll be a crazy bounce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reevaluate this real quick because we can change this. So that's over with. This move is over with. This move is over with. And this move is over with. Once again, I'm going through this because I want this video to be nice and short for you guys. So I'm just going to reevaluate this. I'll go back to the 12 hour. I'll say boom right here. Boom right here. Boom right here. And I'm putting it right there because that'll be the point where we reevaluate again. Just like this is a continuing thing. We're gonna come back and come back and come back and keep looking at gold as it goes up, as it's going to these new ranges. And we're not gonna just make a set bias on it. Because no matter how we feel, the market does what it wants. As you guys are seeing in real time. It's my theory that this was supposed to continue to go up the whole time, and that because of what they knew was going to happen with this war, and because big banks want to take people's money, which is what happened here, right? The big banks sold really hard to take everybody out so that they can get in at a lower price and make all this money back. Because I feel like this was manipulation, and this was never supposed to happen. This is the banks doing what they do, taking people's money. But that's just my theory. Some might agree, some might not. Who cares? All right, so got that move here. The next things that could happen. Boom. So so it's stopping here. I'll just drag this around long. So this could happen. This could happen. This is what should happen. But this is what could happen. And as you guys know, this could happen. As we always say, I'm giving y'all all the moves right now. Or it could just be this. Whatever. But those are the things I'm looking for this week. So we're either going to get a continuation of this move. We're going to get this move to happen. We might face some more matrix action, battling for territories now that we're in another territory again. They might battle for these territories again. So they might go back and forth, which we call consolidation, aka the price matrix, or they might just go back down and sellers take over, and now we're going back to these lower levels. I don't think that's going to happen. But like I said, I go off what I see, not what I feel, because when you go off what you feel, that's when the market hits you in the gut. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. What I want to show y'all, let's see what happened. So if you guys look closely at this, this is another month that gold, like, do you see this? This is a steady uptrend. Steady uptrend. Like, this is another month that gold has not been there's not been a negative month for gold. I want to make that clear because when you look at it from that perspective, you start to see the whole picture. Even though they're finessing and playing games, at the end of the day, what's really true is that it's still going up. I felt that pertinent to make y'all know. I felt it pertinent to let y'all know that information. So yeah, we're looking good. Like I said, this is what we're looking for next week. I will keep y'all up to date. You got all the moves that happen on silver. see. Silver, change it up a bit. This is what should happen here. However, just in case, could do this. Boom. And probably go back down here somewhere. If it fails here again, if sellers take over here, which I don't see them doing, but if sellers do take over here, it'll go down here and then, play from here, or we'll figure it out. But actually, probably should keep this. Boom, 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 boom. And this red line is irrelevant. So yeah, look at me giving y'all all the moves that I see. And we'll take it stage by stage. So what you want to do with your markups is take them stage by stage, measure them over time. I marked them up kind of like for a week basis so we can see how it's going to look over the week. And sometimes if I go on a bigger time frame like the daily or the weekly, it might even be a month or 2 months, that these moves are happening or waiting for the move to complete itself and happen. Either way, I'll be here giving y'all the sauce, giving y'all the 411 on gold, silver. Those are the main things I'm paying attention to. Crypto, I'm paying attention to it a little bit as well, but let me see actually. This is XRP. Yeah, the week is about to end in like 15 minutes and we're still negative week. So my bias is that it will keep going down. Look at y'all, I'm giving y'all a bonus. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. My bias is that this is going to keep going down, but I got to get below here to kind of tell. So I'll leave an alert and I'll do some like emergency video or something if I feel like it's going to go down more. But we might just keep going back and forth. Like, let's see. Look. So if you stayed on, you got a bonus. Hey, who cares? Cool. And this is what I might be looking for XRP. Like I said, assets are about to go crazy. A lot of things are about to get really, really shifty, and you're gonna have to be on your toes to find the opportunity, or you can, hang out with people like myself on here, and we'll do it for you. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna get ready to go, and I'm looking at my gold charts over here. I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. We're in profits. Anyway, as usual, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you got some value. I'll be back next week, next video. And yeah, I'll keep hitting y'all with more sauce, and y'all keep staying tuned and following in so y'all can get the sauce and win with me. Or don't. It's up to you. That's it. Mavericks point of view, and I'm out. Peace.